we've got the square, we've got the dotty balls, we're playing Punk Kids Playground, we're playing the back 9, we've done the front 9, I'm 2 over, but unlike GSPRO you can't save it, so there you go. We're going to do this, we're going to record it, we're then going to go on to GSPRO, we're going to play a front 9, back 9 of another course to see what the spin is all about. The distance and the spin, the distance is out, but you can put your 10%, distance 10% plus, so that gives you 10% more. I think that's normal on the rating. So here, look. Settings, distance 10, look. Normal, premium, distance 10. I think distance 10 is normal. It is. So we're going to do the spin again, in. Let's play it. And let's see how we get on. Right, wind coming off there. Yeah, wind's alright. Everything's good. Yeah, I'll take that. It was a little bit of a draw. It was a little bit of a draw on that. Not too much of a draw. What we on? What we on? Par 5. So that's all right. Out the rough. I want it there. Oh yeah, if you change your club, it comes down to where you want it. So 64, 9-9. It ain't going to be a 9-9, it's going to be an 8-iron. Because I think it's too short as well. I think the distances are too short. We'll do an 8-iron and see where we go. Oh no, hold on a minute. 64 in. Is that 64 in? Is that 64 to the flat? I don't know. I'll tell you what, we'll take 7 on. It's hard to understand it. That's all we need GSPRO. That was flushed. So that was flushed, that is a 170 club. So the distances are wrong. Slightly. 82. 82, wind width. What about it? Moving slightly, 2 inches down, 20 foot. Oh, it was close. It was close. It's on 11 stim. It's going to go flying. It is going to go flying. 9 foot, 21 inches uphill, 9 foot. Go straight in. Straight in. We're doing all right. Everything's all right at the minute. Just one shot. Well, I thought I hit it clean. It was 20 yards short than what I thought it would be. But I didn't check the wind. Wind is way over that way. Wind is over that way. It's half a yard down. That was flushed. That's alright, that was flushed. Half a yard down. 251, I'd be happy with that. 132, up in the air, wind coming off, wind coming that way. I'm going to go 9-iron. I'm on 9-iron. I'll tell you what, I'll do pitch and wedge because that's what I take. Normally, pitch and wedge. It's definitely what I would take for a 132 shot. That was flushed and all. Bit of a draw. Yeah, 132, there you go. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's going to be moving because it's 1 inch down, so it's going to be moving further to the right. 34 foot. See what I mean? It's dead on. Five foot, 9 inches up. Five foot, 9 inches up. Do 145, 1 yard up. Wind against, 8 iron. Eight iron. I'm going now. Got to get used to these. I'm used to the GSPro gritting after 3 years with the Mevo. 13 foot straight. Sorry, 13 foot flat, moving to the right. Oh, that dipped. That dipped. That did dip, didn't it? Dippity doo dah. Six foot 24 up. Got away with that one. Definitely got away with that one. Wind coming off. Such a great looking course as well. They said it was good. If this was GSPro, you'd be getting a 4. 4 out of 5 graphics. Grade it. Right, I'm going to take a club I don't normally use. Well, I do, I'm getting used to it. What we're talking about, I don't normally use. I've been using it for a while. But, it doesn't always work the way you want it to. But that was pure draw. Yep, take that. 70, 78. I'm going to do a little bit of a punch and run on this one. Let's get it on the front of the green and see where it goes. 78. Caught it a little bit and it went high. Caught it and it went high. Needed to go a little bit more, scooting along. I would say that's dead straight. 30 foot, dead straight, 4 inches up. Getting along, it's getting simple. There, is it going to move away? What if I hit it to 5 foot? 15, is that 15 inches up? That's hit. That would have gone right past if it missed the hole. Look at this. It's GSPRO. Where am I going now? 9 miles an hour in. Right, just blast in. Got a perfect draw on that. $102, wind against, up in the air. It's a gap wedge. It's a gap wedge. Right, I'm going to go gap wedge. It's a gap wedge. That's a proper gap wedge as well. Said it was a gap wedge. I did aim over there, didn't I? I did aim it to come in. It's a little bit tricky, the old 19 foot flat, moving to the left. 19 foot flat, moving to the left. Oh, 11 stim's going to get you on here. 11 stim is going to hammer you. Yeah, 3 foot, 5 inches up. You're doing all right. 116. 116. Half a yard up. 116. It's 9 miles an hour with. I'm going to go gap again. It might be short. 116, gap, wind width. It's only half a yard up. It's got to be on it. I had loads of spin on that. Don't know where it's going. I'm going there because it all seems to be falling away. 22 foot, 1 inch up. Where are we? What are we on? Still 2 over. Still 2 over after 16 holes. God, this is a difficult one, isn't it? Wind. Wind, alright. That was a great drill. Now, it's 0.3 yards down, wind coming at me. I've got to go wedge, you know. Got to go wedge. So I didn't give that a full wedge, and it knew. I could have given that wedge a little bit more. 13 yards up. I'm going to go there, 13 yards. 13 yards, 1.5 up in the air. Lob, I'm going to come across it and let it fall. Good hit. I read it properly. It was a good hit. Dead straight, 4 foot. Wind coming, wind at me, 32 yards up in the air. 32 yards up in the air, I'm going to say, if I can catch it, 230, 220 to 25 to 230 yardage. That was a fade. 220. I said up in the air, but that was a bit of a fade. It took some off it. 106 up in the air, coming at me. I'm going gap. I'm going a 50-degree gap. Didn't catch it. Didn't catch it at all. Didn't turn the club over to get it going. Right, can I just give this a little bump and run? 10 yards is 30 feet. 10 yards is 30 foot. Oh, that's too far. Oh, too far. Too far. Too far. Said it was too far. It was too far. Seven foot. Need to hit there. It's 9 foot, 1 inch down. It needs to go on 11 stimp. It needs to go 7 foot. Just kept going. bogey. Double bogey. Was doing so well. Doing so well. It's all working well by that 7-iron. Must have been me. I'm going to say that was me. 7-iron. Wind against. No, wind with me. 34 downhill. And that was up in the air. That was up in the air and pulled. I didn't even have to go for that because it was downhill. The wind was with me and I went for it. There was no need for that. 81. It's 6. It's a 6. It's a 5-iron. 5-iron out of the rough. Good hit. Nowhere near the hole, but it was a good hit. .50 4 inches up. .8 moving, 9 inches up. 8 moving, 9 inches up. Nowhere near. Oh, yes it was. 8 dead on. 8 dead on. What am I? 4 over. 2 over on there, 2 over on the game before. So that's it. Nothing wrong with that. That's just perfect. Everything's perfect. On to GSPRO. Right, here we are. We're playing Klaus House by Simply Me 80. Looking forward to this. But what we are doing is we're testing the dotty balls on the square. Square dotty balls on its own software works perfectly. Nothing wrong with it. We need to find out, is this the 45-degree thing that the Mevo had? And does GSPRO need to have one of these things for the square? Because for about 3 months we were all getting bad slices and hooks, and then they put this 45-degree thing on. It was on a Mevo thing. It was a Mevo startup thing. This it was that, but it was the Mevo. You can see that, but it was the Mevo, and they did this 45-degree thing or ignore something. Is that what we need on here? Or is it a square thing? Could be either. Or what a course! What a course! Klaus House. Klaus House up north. Up north if you're in England. Right. Let's see. I know you have to be deadly accurate with everything on here. That was fine. 6 yards up. Yeah. That's short, isn't it? That is short. It's a par 4. Just go for it. See what we get. Yeah, it's short. 37. 37. Long. Oh, I ain't got putting on. We don't need putting because the putting's absolutely fantastic on both. It's just this spin in the air. But we just don't care. 37. Yeah, that was perfect. Always short for me, innit? Wouldn't be me if it wasn't a bogey on the first. Doing alright. We're doing alright. Driver was short. Didn't hit it that well. But the spin was okay. Dare I go for it? Haven't got a clue what all this is. Haven't got a clue. All I can tell you is what I'm feeling. Haven't got a clue. And that was a push. Tell you what, how far up that? It's 12 yards up, so I'll give it that. I'm saying it's 10%. I'm saying that should have gone 225. I ain't the biggest of hitters. That should have gone 225. It's 13 yards up. I'd take an 8, I'm taking 7. I'd normally take an 8. That was pure. There's a distance issue. There is. Definitely a distance issue. There isn't a distance issue with slide, is there? Yeah, there is. There's a distance issue on the square. There's a definite distance issue on here with dotty balls. And you've got to use dotty balls. I think if you use normal balls, it's all right. 15 up in the air. It's 2 over because it's leaving me short. Definitely is. And I'm not going to overdo it because I know on the Mevo and on GSPRO I can hit 250, 260. This one's five yards down here. This should be alright. Now, if you see that here, that was a fade. Didn't mean to hit a fade, it was a little bit off the heel. And did you see that bit where it went? Watch this. Off it goes. And there's a little bit where it just goes a little bit off. Now, I know it changes, but that changeover gives it that little bit more. Don't know why. Now, when you're doing a shot replay, you've got to pick the club that you're going to hit. Six up, out of the rough. 6 yards, is that 6 foot? 6 foot up, out of the rough, 129. It's a pitching wedge. 129. I'm going to take a 9 iron. That was a pure 9 iron, lad. I'll give it that. Here's the tester. Here's another tester. 179 uphill, 4 iron, 4 iron. Has that got a letterbox? It's got a letterbox. That went to the right. Did go to the right. No complaints there. How far did it go? No complaints there really. Nothing wrong with that. 26. Let's get it out. Nothing wrong with that. And that's why you got the square and not the Mevo and the R10. Because when it reads puts and when it reads chips and when it reads lobs, it reads them perfectly. I've got to get over that reach, you know. I ain't never going to make that. It's 26 up. Go for it. I'm not hitting my driver properly. Maybe this is the one. Club line, let's get rid of club line and let's put total length, because I want to know what the total length is. I keep looking at ball speed thinking it's the what's it. I'm just daft. That guy from the UK, he ain't right in the head. 15 yards up, 7 iron. Am I in the rough? I'm on the fairway, 7 iron. 15 yards up, 161, 7 iron, pure 7 iron. Pure, perfect shot. It's lacking. Somebody get on here with a 110 club head speed. 110 driver, club head speed. Tell me if I'm wrong. Please, how easy is that? We need to know. But this little machine is 2 steps away from greatness. This is the one where they'll be going, do you remember 2004? When it came out of nowhere. This is it. This is it, Justin. This is it. Tell us what you got up your sleeve. That's what happens when you start taking a nick. That's what happens, isn't it? Right. Do you want the old wheel? Where did I get these from? Right. 22 yards down, this should fly. This should be a 270. 22 yards down. There is that spin. That was a push fade, and there is that spin. You hit one slightly wrong, you're all right. You hit one a little bit over slightly wrong, that's what happens. That's the spin. it weren't the best of shots. There it is, look. It just gives you that little extra that you don't need. It's just that off that you don't need. Now you have to press the button to get you back in. It's 215 downhill. It's definitely 215. It's 12 yards downhill. It's definitely a 22 degree for me off the fairway. I'll be laughing at this all day long. What am I aiming for? 2-4. This should reach the front of the green. No sweat. A little bit right. Yeah, we'll take that. I sent it a little bit right. And a little bit right is a little bit short. 23. 23. Let's get it there. 23. Ba 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 ba. Crack the road, you get on board. Do ain't no win. You gotta go. Uphill now. Come on, concentrate. Yeah, you hit it slightly off, it's going to go. This is what the Mevo did for about 2 months. That's what the Mevo did. Right, we know we're there. It's a par 5. I should get there. So what I'm going to do, for the sake of a Pro V, right? It weren't the best of shots, but it wasn't that bad. So for the sake of doing a mulligan, and we're using a normal ball. We'll change back to spotty ones in a minute. Now, ball's gone. That was 22 yards up in the air. It's carried 221. It's gone 230. That is exactly what I would expect. I don't know. You tell me. On a course in England, like we are, with that shot, that's what I'd expect. So there's something going on. They say you can't use these. This is for souping. That was a perfect strike. It went exactly where I wanted it to go. It went the exact length that I thought it would go. It had curvature in it. Did it? Did it? I mean, that's my ball flight. That's me. So we'll crack on. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of people playing that on the tour, because it's true to life. Here you go. Can you get curvature? Can you get curvature on a ball? Let's try it. Just this hole. Let's just try it. Can you get curvature? I'm going for a massive draw. I'm going for a massive draw. Massive draw. And I should be able to get it with this. So I'm aiming that way, like Nigel said. I'm aiming that way and I'm going to draw it back. I can't do draws, but that had curvature on it as much as I can get it. Do you know what? I could do a fade, it'd be better. It'd be easier to do a fade. Let's see what sort of curvature I get with a dotty ball. That was an awful hit. Look at that. It just goes, doesn't it? See? It's like just a normal draw. Just a normal, don't try and overdo it, because I can't. Just a normal draw. That wasn't bad. That weren't bad. It is fine margins. 5 yards up. 5 yards up. Draw. I need to stop it on a dime. 5 yards up. Gap wedge. All day long. All day long. Not one of them, that's for sure. But even that, with that really, really poor hit, was too much spin. Overspinning. Doesn't have that on its own software, just has it on here. It's an overspin. But I'm trying things I shouldn't do. 38 yards down. 38 yards down. Pured. Absolutely pured. Oh, go in the rough. Probably the best hit today. Go in the rough. We're in deep rough and all. It had to be, didn't it? Had to be. Right, I'm going for it. 22 degree deep rough. Deep rough. Out of the deep rough. In the rough. GSPRO's brilliant. Everything you want. 21. Out of the rough. I'll take that. I overdid it. I'll take that. 4 over. Two, 1, 2 foot down. Draw it in. Hit it over there. Let's make no mistake about it. It has to come in. That was proper hit. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. What was that all about? What was that? Right, 5 over after 9. Not very good golf. Short on the dotty balls, too much spin. It was like that on the Mevo for 2 months until we all figured out that 45 degree, ignore 45 degree thing. It worked perfectly. If you use a non-dotty ball, you get spin, you get the spin, it doesn't register, it's calculated. I know nothing about it. I think it's calculated. I'll do one more hole. I'll try and get draw on this and see where the normal ball goes, the non-dotty ball goes, and try and get as much draw on this as possible. Good job about that. And that's what happens when I try and shape a ball. I hit it off there. I can't shape a ball. Don't ask me to shape a ball. Ask me to hit it straight down the line. Don't ask me to shape a ball, because I can't. I ain't Josh Oddie. I'm gonna get a toe so far in front of this heel. It's unbelievable. That's me trying to shape a ball. But that's me normally. Now, I can probably hit a fade. So, I can hit a fade. So let's have a see if I can slice it or fade it. Yep. Yep. So there you go. It registers. I just can't hit a draw that well. Somebody else on the square with 110 club head speed, get a draw out of that. Because I can't. Never have. Can I hit a 7-iron draw? 7-iron draw? This is just messing about. 7-iron draw? Try it. 7-iron draw with a normal ball. There you go. Yeah, it shot shapes. It shot shapes. So there's no cheating going on with that. There's no cheating at all. It shot shapes, does everything you want. It slices. I don't know what to say. Don't use the dotty balls. Don't use the dotty balls. Let Soupy tell us. I'll go with whatever he wants to say. If he wants us to use dots on it, I'll use dots. I think most people are going to be using that when they get the square. But I'll certainly carry on until they get it fixed. How far will the dotty ball go with a draw? If it's a proper draw, that was a proper draw. There's no messing about there. That's that overspin. It did bounce off the ground before it hit it. Right, proper draw. Concentrate now. Concentrate. Yep. That was a heel. I'm knackered now. I am absolutely knackered. Came off the heel because I opened the club up, presented the heel to it, shank. It's got the shot shape, I'll give it that. A nicely 7-iron draw. That's the one. There you go. I don't know, but that Klaus House is an awesome course. I simply me 80. Bevo's gone in the drawer. I'm using the square from now on. 700 quid, no subscription, 10% off below. Use the dot balls if you want. Don't use the dot balls. I don't think it makes much difference. If you hit one off with a non-dotted ball, it's going to go off as well. What more can I say? Very good. I think that has to be the last thing. Either GSPRO has to do that thing or Square has to do it, but how can you change the Square's algorithms if the Square's software works perfectly? I don't know how it's going to work. I'll let the scientists figure that one out. I just want to play crap golf on tour with Bob Chung and Hozzle Rocket. Go and watch Hozzle Rocket's videos, they're brilliant. He's indoors now. Fair play to him with a square. Rock on.